Good afternoon, Mr. B here, Shades of Clarity channel, and it's Friday, May 31st, last day of May until we go into June, of course. So how are my people doing? Really like to know. I'm doing pretty well, really well, feeling good. Topic for today: when and where did you get your drunkest? Where was it that you got absolutely? I mean, you can choose your metaphor, adjective, verb: schnockered, plastered, smashed, legless, fucked up, blitzed, crushed, 3 sheets to the wind. Just choose it. They're all the same. All the same. Usually chaos and mayhem and feeling really like you wanted to die the next day. So let me tell you about the drunkest I ever got. And this was actually before, you can see I got my lid tightened up. Kind of going old school here. Looking alright? Good. Ready to go. So, I was dating this girl at the time. We weren't getting along that well, and I was living in Wilmington. We both lived there, but when we go home and visit our folks, they lived in the same town. So we would ride up, and she would go see her folks. I'd come see my folks, and then we'd probably get together and go out. Well, we went to this place. It was on the bottom. It was in this motel. It kind of looked like an old, I don't know what it looked like. Budget Inn, Quality Inn, something like that. Doesn't matter. But the place had an Asian restaurant on the bottom. Then it had the complex of the rooms and everything, and on the top was the bar. So it was kind of cool. So we had already been arguing. Just get packed, back and forth, all that bullshit. And so we get up in there and we're drinking it. I had never had gin before. And this was the first time I decided to drink gin. It was this female construction worker that was in there. And I don't know, for some reason we got in some kind of disagreement. And my girlfriend was this feminist, which I mean, nothing against feminists, but I don't know, she started taking this construction worker site, and it's like they both just ganged up on me for some reason, and it sucked. So I ordered a gin, and of course they put it in it looked like they put it in a martini glass. I think I may have ordered a martini. Yeah, I did. I don't think I had the olive in there though. So I took it and shot it down like that. One. We're arguing, back and forth. Just thinking about her makes me want to I don't know, smash something. So the argument just kept going. Can I have another gin or a martini? Here comes another one. Didn't sip on it. Didn't try to calm things down. It just continued. Finally, they just quit talking to me, and they were just, back and forth. What do you do for a living? Well, I'm in school right now, and I want to be a nurse. And then, she was talking about building houses and construction and this job and that job and jobs and all this. And I just finally just sort of just withdrew, into myself. And that second martini, shot it down again. I didn't know that vermouth has alcohol in it. I didn't even know what vermouth was. I didn't know what vermouth went into a martini. All I noticed is it tasted like pine needles. It had that pine odor. Next thing can I have another one, please? Boom, here comes another one. Wham! Down. And I mean, I don't think I had eaten that much. For some reason, all these dates, like, with these girls, we don't eat and then drink. It's like we drink then we eat, or we don't eat, but we certainly drink. So I'm starting to wobble, kind of like this, and another martini. Here comes another one. Boom, and I shot it down. And that's eventually how I would drink my wine. Chardonnay or Cabernet Merlot, it didn't matter. I would pour it into a glass and shoot it down. So I don't know, there's some kind of psychological connection, but whatever, it was bad. So finally it was like, F you, you MF, you know, we were just, and I'm like, look, I'm out of here. So down the stairs I go, you know, wobbling, as to quote Hunter S. Thompson, you know, like some drunkard in an Irish novel. I walked, and the walk from the bar to my folks' place is probably 2 miles, maybe 2.5 miles, something like that. There's a sidewalk by the highway, and I was down that, you know, just kind of you know, nobody, cops didn't come up, they didn't do anything like that. But I get home, and I'm going, I see the door open, and I can see my mom coming out. I don't know how she knew, but it was just telepathy or some shit, you know. Here comes Mr. B down the street. She said I was wobbling from one side to the other, just like in a S pattern. Ooh, like this. And she's like, what have you been doing? What's wrong with you? Are you drunk? And, well, I'm drunk. Come in. So I went in, and I never, even like later on, I never got that just legless, you know, where I just was just blitz, trash, you know, whatever. Back to the adjective. So I get inside the house, and by this time I can't stand up, because I tried to stand up and the spin started happening, and then down I went. So I, on all fours, kind of crawled into the living room. The TV's on, and my mom had changed into her nightgown. So I'm like laying there, and she wants to come over and assess me, you know, to find out what the hell. He's in such bad shape. I go, I'm gonna get, she kneels down, you know, like, look at me or whatever, and I vomited all over the bottom of her nightgown. And it was only one of 2 times I think that I ever threw up from drinking. I was that hammered. It was terrible. I threw up again down the hallway, and they're like, we gotta do something. So they pull the rugs out of the bathroom and toss my ass in there. And I went to sleep, and I was fine. And when I woke up, no hangover. I mean, it's that white liquor thing, you know, no congeners, I suppose. But no hangover, no shakes. I felt totally normal. It was really, really bizarre. And I would just like to hear some of you guys' stories about how bad, or you know, when and where you got your drunkest, and maybe where it led to. And I'd like to give a shout out to the community, the sober channels. Like if you're new to sobriety and there's channels that you want to watch, mine of course. There's also That Country. He's got a real good channel. Slayer Sober. He's got a really good channel. Really awesome. Super cool dude. LD over at Liver Disease. He discusses his battles with having drank excessively to where he had some serious health issues. Soberdelic James. He has some pretty harrowing stories to tell over on his channel, and he does a live stream every night around 9 o'clock. So if you want to jump on there and check it out, it's pretty cool. Talk Sober. Those two guys have like a little podcast that's really cool. It's Smiles for Miles. He was a nurse that got in trouble with opiates, and he's got some good stories to tell. Definitely check out that channel. Delirium Dirk, his channel, you know, rest in peace. He was a lot of our inspiration to start our recovery channels. He's the one that really went through like the terrors of delirium tremens and alcohol withdrawal, and a lot of his videos focus on that. He's just a real down-to-earth guy. He was a chef living in North Carolina, and unfortunately lost his life. The Sacred Serpent. He's another one of the first people I ever, when I was Googling alcohol withdrawal, and he went through delirium tremens, and the video of him walking through that graveyard, it's about an hour long, but he's got a lot of cool stuff he talks about. He's all into health and alternative type nutrition. It's a cool channel. And there's Anna Baram. She's got a fairly new channel. She's been in rehab and she talks. There's a lot of good content with her. I think her channel's growing pretty quick. But yeah, you know, if you like all of our content, if you like my content, I'd really like to you know, hit the bell, subscribe, put those comments down there. I like to hear from my people. So with that, as always, take it easy, and I'll see you later.